Guys, welcome back. It is week 9, college football best bets and parlays. I have some great bets for you this week, plus a banger parlay at the end. Like the late great Charlie Sheen said, we are winning, we're winning everywhere. So let's get right into it here. Starting on Saturday, the first game at Syracuse at Georgia Tech. Now this Tech team is undefeated. Haynes King playing very well, but I think this game is going to be a bit of a slow start. Just like last weekend against Duke, it was 7-7 halftime. It's going to be a slow first quarter here, and Syracuse finds a way to stay in this game early. They run the ball, and guys, I'm taking Syracuse first half plus 9.5 on the road against Georgia Tech. It's going to be like 14-7 at halftime here, and I would not touch the second half of this game, but I think the first half, Syracuse stays in it and covers that spread at plus 100. That's good value there on ESPN. The next game here, Kansas State at Kansas. Guys, Kansas State has won 16 straight in this rivalry. Kansas Jayhawks have not won since 2008. They are favored in this game. I'm riding the momentum for Kansas State. They've won 16 straight. It does not end here, and they win this game on the road. Take them on the money line plus 130 there to win the Sunflower Showdown. That game's on TNT. We love TNT football. UVA at North Carolina. Bill Belichick on the hot seat right now for North Carolina. This team is so bad. They need a good performance here to gain some respect back, and I think they do just that against Virginia. Virginia is kind of a scary team right now. It feels like they're overdue for a loss. I think UNC's offense shows up here. Their defense is abysmal. It's terrible. And for that reason, I like the over in this game, over 51.5 points. It's going to be like 34-24, 35-27. I love the over in this game. Back and forth late in the second half. Some garbage time points there, but take the over in Virginia, North Carolina on Saturday. You see that low battery there on the corner. My MacBook is quickly losing battery. I must get this video out before it dies. So the next bet here, Ole Miss, Oklahoma. I will be at this game. Of course, I'm betting on it, guys. What are we doing here? All day long. Ole Miss, first quarter plus 1.5. So it's going to be a slow start here for Oklahoma. Maybe like 7-7 the first quarter, 3-3. I think Ole Miss comes out strong the first drive, probably scores first in this game. I love Ole Miss on the road, first quarter plus 1.5. Now the full game spread, I love Oklahoma to cover, but I would take Ole Miss early in this game to score first or cover that first half or first quarter spread in Norman, Oklahoma on Saturday. And then number 18, South Florida at Memphis. So guys, Memphis is still in the running for the playoff. I know a bad loss last weekend at UAB. They must bounce back here at home and win this game against South Florida. They're going to sell out, run the ball like crazy, play better defense this week, and I believe Memphis covers the spread here at home, plus 4.5. That's good value against a shaky South Florida defense. Memphis could score 35, 40 points in this game. Take the plus 4.5 all day there at home for the Tigers on ESPN Dose. And then SMU at Wake Forest. So guys, it feels like every single week I'm riding SMU. I ride the pony, and they always seem to cover somehow. They beat Clemson last week at plus 10-point underdogs. It's crazy. I trust this SMU team to win this game against Wake Forest. They're still in the running for the ACC title game. SMU proved they can score the ball on the road. They did it all day against Clemson last week. And Wake Forest also a pretty good offense. Guys, I love the first half over. Well, that's a typo there. It's 26.5, guys. Take the first half over 26.5 in this game, not 25.6. It's going to be like 28-21 in the first half, guys. This game's going all over. Shootout. Lots of touchdowns in this game. I love the over for the game, but especially the first half, 26.5 there on the CW. Going to be lots of scoring here in this game. Take the over there. I know it's not great value, but guys, this is the lock of the week here. I'm telling you, take the over in this game with everything you have. And then the low battery there popping up once again. So the next game here, Missouri Vanderbilt, the game of the week in the SEC. The loser of this game is probably out of the playoff as we know it. Vanderbilt is so strong. Diego Pavia playing great right now. They're at home. College game day. How can they lose this game? Well, they can't lose this game, guys. Vanderbilt minus 2.5 at home. They cover. They win. Missouri's not that good. They have a good run game, but really on the road here, it's not going to be enough. Vanderbilt gets the job done, stays in the top 10. Another big win for them. Take their cover all day. And then BYU at Iowa State. It feels like since week 1, every single week BYU's in this video as plus money underdogs on the money line. I take them every week and they still keep winning. They're undefeated. I've won so much money this year on BYU. It's absurd. It feels fake. It feels like a cheat code right now. Why would I stop now, guys? BYU plus 2.5 on the road. And of course, BYU money line if you want that. But guys, Iowa State is overrated. They're not that good. BYU as underdogs is the lock of the century every single week. I know eventually it's going to end, but guys, why stop now? BYU wins this game on the road at Iowa State, plus 2.5 there. It's free points and free money, of course. And then FAU at Navy. So guys, 2 high-scoring offenses here. You would think this game's going to go way over, but guys, I'm doing reverse psychology here. Navy is more serious now. They're undefeated. They want to show the world they're capable of winning the American and going to the playoff. Their defense locks down here, and guys, the under 62.5 in this game. Navy wins this game at 41-10. They shut down FAU and the under hits easily as Navy runs the ball here, runs the clock out, locks down on defense at home. The under 62.5 points there is a great bet on CBS Sports Network. And then San Diego State, a rare appearance in my videos. San Diego State at Fresno. So the Battle of the Mountain West. One of these teams could be in the Mountain West title game. The winner has a great chance. I love Fresno State at home, the +3 there. This team is pretty solid, actually. Look at the record. They're a pretty good team. San Diego State, the talent's not there, but they're winning these games somehow this year. I'm kind of questioning why they're winning these games. I think they're due for a loss here at Fresno. Fresno +3 all day at home on FS1. And then Arch Manning in Texas at Miss State and the Cowbells. Another road game for Texas here. Guys, a tough game last week at Kentucky. They won. They locked down on defense. This team's still legit. They have plenty of talent. Guys, why not Texas -7 here on the road? They beat Oklahoma. They beat Kentucky on the road. This team is proven. Arch Manning plays much better in this game. The defense once again locks down. I picked Texas to win this game 33-6. -7 is all day there. They should win this thing by at least 10 points on the road. That's -105. That is a great value bet there for Tech. Get this thing off my screen. Come on. Stupid MacBook. And then Wisconsin at Oregon. So Dante Moore and Oregon at home here. This offense is really smooth right now. They're scoring tons of points, guys. Wisconsin's defense is terrible this year. They can't stop a hot dog down a hallway. We saw them against Ohio State. Julian Sands just throwing these easy passes. Guys, Oregon over 38.5 points all day. They easily score 40 plus in this game. Probably 45 points by Oregon by themselves. Take the over 38.5 team total there for Oregon at home against Wisconsin. They run it up all day long there. That's an easy bet there for the Oregon Ducks. And then at Texas A&M at LSU. I had someone in the comments section yesterday say I'm a Texas A&M hater. And yes, it is true. It is true, guys. LSU plus 2.5. Trust Brian Kelly. Trust Garrett Nussmeier to play better at home here. They pull the upset Saturday night. They beat Texas A&M, who is due for a loss. Trust LSU in this spot to cover 2.5 there. Also on the money line there. The Bayou Bengals get it done. And then Boston College at Louisville. We saw Louisville last weekend against Miami. Miller Moss goes in there, takes them down on the road. Guys, I love Louisville in this spot. I love tons of points here by the Cardinals. Over 55.5 in this game total. Louisville runs it up. It's going to be like 45-16, 49-21. The over hits all day at Louisville. Miller Moss, 3 touchdowns, 330 through the air. That is -102 there on DraftKings for the over. That is great value on Saturday night there. And then Michigan at Michigan State, the battle of 2 really good young quarterbacks here. It was 10 years ago, the fumble play at the end of the game, and Michigan State won that game. It was insane. Can we get a repeat of that craziness here? Oh yeah, Michigan State plus 14.5 at home. That is insane value, guys, for a freshman quarterback to go on the road against Michigan State, who is a decent team this year. That is a crazy spread to see there. Michigan State plus 14.5 at home on NBC Saturday night. Guys, come on. Childs, if he's healthy for Michigan State, guys, that's all day. That game's going to be close. It's going to be a 1-score game down to the wire. Michigan State plus 14.5. And then going to my parlay lock of the week. So every single week I give out a 3-leg parlay. that I love to double your money. So the first leg here is Memphis plus 15.5 at home against South Florida. That game is going to be close either way. That is a lock there at minus 350. The second leg here, Central Michigan against UMass, the worst team in football. They're 0-7. They lost to Kent State. This team is garbage. Central Michigan, a minus 720 at home. And then the third leg here is Wyoming, the football experience. Wyoming Cowboys hosting Colorado State, who just fired their coach. Wyoming at home wins this game. That's minus 225. So you add these up on FanDuel, it is plus 111, plus 111 odds there. So you double your money plus some change there. That is great value for that parlay. I would say the riskiest leg here is probably Wyoming, but really this thing should hit pretty stress-free. So guys, that's all for this weekend's video. If you disagree, put in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time for more. Peace out. Bye.